All right, we're here at Gamma Trade Show. My name is Evan Johnson with Asmodee North America, and we're going to take a closer look at RuneWars, the miniatures game. So in RuneWars miniatures game, each player commands a fantasy army set in the realm of Tyranoth. The core set, you're pitting the human forces of the Decon Lords against the Undying forces of Wykar. Every unit in the game has one of these command tools. These command tools show an action dial on the left side. This is how you choose what you want your unit to do, and a modifier dial on the right side, which is how you tweak and adjust that action to match the unfolding battlefield. So for instance, for our spearmen here, we may want them to charge forwards into these reanimate archers over here. So to do that, we rotate to select a march action, and we're going to make that a charge like that. Once we're done, we place our command tool. Once every unit has set its command tool, then we begin to resolve. At our initiative, we'll reveal this. Movement in RuneWars miniatures games is very simple. You're not going to be measuring for each figure. It borrows a lot from X-Wing and from Armada in that way. You grab one of these movement templates, you line it up with the front of the unit, and then you move the unit along it, like so. Once you collide with an enemy unit, as we've just done, you're going to do something called squaring up, which is where you go so that you are tray to tray with the enemy figure. Every unit card shows some dice in the bottom here. Those are the dice that they roll during the attack. In this case, our spearmen are going to roll a red die and a blue die. So we roll those dice, and that reflects the results that we get. You can roll damage, you can roll surges to trigger special abilities, and you can roll these panic symbols to inflict morale tests on your opponents. The size of your unit has a direct impact on how dangerous your attacks are. The wider your unit is, the more damage each hit does. The deeper your unit is, the more rerolls you'll get to do during combat to get the results that you want. As damage is taken, these figures are going to be removed from the enemy unit. Once it is destroyed, then the unit is obviously no more. Over the course of a game, you're going to be destroying enemy figures. You'll also have objectives that you'll want to complete, and those can change from game to game. Overall, RuneWars miniatures game is basically we try to take a miniatures game and strip out everything that was unfun and distill it down to the essential, most fun parts of the miniatures experience. Every unit in RuneWars miniatures game has one of these cards, and these cards reflect the different special abilities that they may have. So for instance, the Decon hero, Kari Wraithstalker, has a variety of special abilities, such as the ability to throw knives outside of combat and injure nearby units. The undead hero, Artisix Erebus, is just kind of a maelstrom of causing damage and killing enemy units. He's also a great commander who buffs every unit around him. As you can see, all of these units are different. There's a lot of awesome sculpts. Every unit behaves very differently. The command tools for each unit look very different from one another because obviously commanding a rune golem is very different from commanding a group of spearmen or something along those lines. There are two factions currently in the game, as I mentioned, Decon Lords and Wykar the Undying. We have plans for 2 more factions to come out by the end of the year. So we are aggressively pushing expansions for RuneWars, and we can't wait to see what it becomes.